titans of the ancient world have finally succumbed. I hear the song go thin and frail, a ghost note in the brine, as the hunger carves its shadow through the silver and the spine. The salt just turned to bitterness, the currents turn to bone, and the leviathan is weeping in a language made of stone. But the bedrock of the world begins to tremble and to wake. For every cry the giant breathes, the mother's heart will break. I am the ancestral tide, and I am calling back the light. I build a cage of sanctuary against a starving night, with the geometry of spirits and the architecture of grace. I weave a web of gold to hold the giants in their place. I bring the freshwater fire that coil within the stream, to pour the life force back into a dark and dying dream. Behold the structure, behold the rising flow. I give my all to feed the deep, so that the deep may grow. I see the gray skin fading like a cloud against the sand, and I reach across the fathoms with the steady glowing hand. The brush is now a scepter and the lens a burning eye, watching every sacred breath beneath the heavy iron sky. Away the pain. I do not offer sympathy, I offer bone and breath. The structural defiance in the face of drifting death. Can you kill the shift? The water starts to swell. It is the earth mother rising from her deep and science cell. The easy flow is thundering a luminous command, dragging every star and seed away from the dry land. I am the vessel, I am the storehouse, I am the sacred dam. Provide the ancient mercy for the giants that I am. Drink the gold. Eat the light, the hunger is no more. I am the tide that brings the life back to the ocean floor. It's within the geometry, the harbor of the soul, where the broken lines of nature are finally made whole. The coiled swimming sources, they a banquet in the dark, and shimmering the vital living spark. You are the breath of history, the pulse beneath the wave, and I have built a fortress that the hollow cannot break. The architect is standing at the gateway of the sea, and I give my life to ensure that you will always be. The tide is full, the seed is sown, the great ones rise, the mother's throne. Structure held by the tide, the ancient lives, the hunger has died.
Salt on my lips, storm in my eyes. The sea remembers, the sea never lies. Fangs in the tide, shadows that roar. The sea wolves call me back to the shore. Blood of the sea wolves run in my veins, tide-born fury breaking the chains. Daughter of ocean, storm-carved soul, I am the sea wolf, I am whole.
like mountain chips, like bones. The sea is mine, it calls me home. I did not drown, I wear her crown. The seals rise when the sun goes down. Oh, high with me, oh, across the sea.
Roll steady, timeless and deep, singing the world and rocking to sleep. Moon pulls the water, tides rise and fall. Ocean's lullaby cradles our soul. Ocean's lullaby, soft and sorrows out with the tide. Ocean's lullaby, endless and true. I am always the same. We are dust, we are fire, we are truth in disguise. We are infinite sparks in each other's eyes. Starlight sermons written in flame. Every soul different, but the song is the same. We are love, we are light, we are all we need. The universe blooms when our spirits are free. Every atom is ancient, every breath divine. From the oceans of silence to the rivers of time. The trees hold the memory, the stones keep the prayer. Every heartbeat reminds us we're already there. No borders, no walls, no chains to bind. Only the rhythm of the great design. We are endless. One body, one spirit, one soul. Starlight sermons written in flame. Every soul different, but the song is the same. We are love, we are light, we are all we need. The universe blooms when our spirits are free. The earth is crying, can you hear the sound? Forests falling, rivers drowned. We stand here now, the line is thin, the choice is ours. Where do we begin? The clock is ticking, the truth is near. If we don't act now, it disappears. This is the tipping point, the moment of truth. The fire belongs to the hands of the youth. Stand up, awaken. The world is at sight. Together we rise. Together we fight. Every breath is bottled air, every life a sacred prayer. Will we destroy or will we save? The future waits for what we dare. This is the tipping point, the moment of truth. The fire belongs to the hands of the youth. Stand up, awaken. The world
drawn by an ancient hymn. I was a whisper, a spark in the cold, bound to a story I never told. And the heavens shifted, a tectonic grace. I felt the fire on the edge of space, a mark on my skin that the shadows fear, the sound of a prophecy drawing near. You were the anchor of the sacred line, the cold protector of the grand design. But gravity is failing, the laws are thin. Where does the duty end? And we begin. She was never meant to fall, he was never meant to want. But we're screaming through the stardust in a ghostlit haunt. Love is the weakness, love is the spark, igniting the heavens, tearing the dark. The stars don't give their gifts for free, and the price of the fire is you and me. Loyalty is a heavy golden chain. You traded your peace for a cosmic rain. Every boundary we cross is a bridge we burn into a power we have yet to learn. They want the light that I hold in my chest. They want the chaos put back to rest. But the sky is waking, the old gods cry. Every write a new law across the sky. You are the anchor of the sacred line, the cold protector of a grand design. Gravity is failing, the laws are thin. Where does the duty end? And we begin. She was never meant to fall, he was never meant to want. But we're screaming through the stardust in a ghostlit haunt. Love is the ignis, love is the spark, igniting the heavens, tearing the dark. The stars don't give their gifts scot-free. The price of the fire is you and me. Desires are stars that were never meant to burn. Lessons in salt that we're forced to learn. Let the world fracture, let the spheres collide. There's nowhere left for the truth to hide. I am the center of the cosmic war, but you're the only thing worth fighting for. She was never meant to fall, he was never meant to want. But we're screaming through the stardust in a ghostlit haunt. Love is the ignis, love is the spark, igniting the heavens, tearing the dark. The stars don't give their gifts for free. The price of the fire is you and me.
Silver currents weave through the night, carrying stories and ribbons of light. Dreams of the elders float in their streams, shining above us, guiding our dreams. River of stars flowing endlessly, carving the sky, a map for you and me. Follow the current where truth always lies. River of stars across the night sky. a voice in the silence that carries us all. The Milky Way bends, but it never will break, reminding us gently of the paths we must take. No river runs straight, no star stands alone. Together they shimmered, together we're whole. River of stars, shining endlessly, flowing forever through you and me. Before the light, there was the deep where ancient titans secret sleep. I traced the lines in mad and bone, a structural song of the unknown.
The geometry of a heavy breath, a blueprint born to conquer death. Through silk and silt and crushing weight, we build against the hand of fate.
Rising from a desert sand to reach for things we can't command. The brush defines the Leviathan's grace in the sacred architecture.
too high.